is the thing that they want to push up. No? They want to be able to run against Alaska. They don't want Alaska to set up their half-court game. And that's why you got Jimmy and you got Castro there in the lineup right away.
So ito po ang Game 2 of the Best of 7 PBA Semifinals. Araw po ng Biyernes dito sa Araneta Coliseum. Alaska is in fighting red. Ang Talk and Text naka-immaculate white. And first possession goes to the Alaska Aces. Benny Tenorio, he's just having a fantastic postseason para sa Alaska. Here's Diamond Simpson. And automatically, the Aces score.
You can see he did not post up right away. He came off a play coming from on top so that, you know, he didn't have to go down there and try to push Daniels out of the way, which he has not been able to do, actually.
And Baguio blocks the shot of Jason Castro. So we are in the early moments of our first game in today's Friday doubleheader. Cross-court pass, the dance from the corner. Yes, sir. That's a three.
Now, if you notice the players of Talk and Text on your screens, they're all standing up. They're not going to sit down until they make their first shot. At least one shot. Don't you need?
Here's Dillinger, inserted in the starting unit. And here's Castro. Pareho sila ni Dillinger na hindi nag-start back in game 1.
Little tentativeness on the part of the Talk and Texters. You know, Mac is either the number 1 or the number 2 scorer among the locals now, but even in the team, because Daniels is not included there. So, missing that guy coming off as your starting five is a real big factor for this Talk and Texter.
Here's Baguio, double team.
Good trapping there.
Boss is all alone. And then he's double teamed, but that's not a problem. The size of Alaska, Dr. J, is really a problem here for Talk and Text.
Especially if you're going to trap that far out and they are able to make a safety release pass, then the cutters will come into the picture and be a factor. 7-0 in favor of the Aces.
Here's Jimmy. Castro, inside. And finally, the bench can sit down.
Thank you. Sabi,
matagal-tagal na sila nakatayo.
The first guy that jumped up was Harvey Carey. He jumped with 2 feet up, straight up and down.
Yes, we can sit down. But no reason to relax for the Tropang Texans. They're down by 5. And what an opening quarter blitz by the Aces. Another 3, this time from Baguio. It's now an 8-point game. Here's Castro. Shot clock down to 13. Castro against Baguio. Very speedy matchup. And Ranidel De Ocampo calmly sinks it.
You know, sometimes it becomes so boring already to say this guy really is having a great conference. But that's very poor transition defense there by Talk and Text. Inexcusable. Then allow the other team's probably slowest player to come in and have a layup. Oh, another good shot. Ranidel with 5 straight points.
I will not get tired saying that Ranidel is having a great tournament.
Conference.
Yes. There's nothing unstylish about the truth.
And there's going to be a loose ball foul called against Simpson.
First personal laban kay Diamond Simpson. And now let's go back to Chesko Lippen.
I got to talk to Coach Chot before the game, and he said, you know, for them to win this game, they have to be able to control L.A. Tenorio. He is the heart and soul of that team. Their bigs need to neutralize the Alaska's bigs, and more importantly, they need to score against Alaska's zone defense. It takes away their penetration, takes away their ability to score in bunches, and slows the game down to the tempo of the Aces. And we are going to be back here in the PBA, so keep it here on Solar TV.
Guys on the first 5 have been playing such heavy minutes through the Ginebra series. We really needed guys from the bench to step up, and they did. But, you know, it was one of those games. We hit our shots. They missed a lot of theirs, and, you know, we played almost a picture-perfect second half, offensively and defensively. And we're going to have to do that, continue to do that to beat this team.
The coach must be beaming with pride when he says that they played a picture-perfect second half, Dr. J.
Yeah, well, he wants to be a great painter in the mold of a Picasso. That was almost a perfect game for them in the second. Good fake move there and a nice drop pass by Jared Dillinger.
4 points para kay Sean Daniels. And that's the lead of Alaska, 15-11, here in the opening quarter.
What you like about Talking Tex, even though they're behind, is that they have made those assist passes. No? That's a nice assist pass too. That was a bullet-like pass by Devans, straight to the cutting Simpson. But no free throws being given him.
Shot clock at 14 seconds.
Chot is really concerned about, he'll occasionally see Dillinger having to guard the Vance or Toss or Simpson. All those players for Alaska, it's too big. And the Vance is also hitting from the outside.
That's his second three-point shot, and he already has 9 in the game. Third three-point shot. He has 3 three-point shots. He continues to hit that. Big problem.
Now Dillinger answers back, keeping Talking Tex within reach. 5-point game para sa Alaska, 18-13. Here's Baguio. Baguio, Simpson at the free throw line. Tenorio on the left side. Tenorio pulls out, 8 seconds to shoot. Shot clock begins to wind down, and Baguio uncorks.
Seems so easy for Alaska to score. There's no such thing as shot clock winding down.
No sense of panic. As Castro fires away.
That's a good shot. He's really not noted for his three-point shot, but he will take some of those. Baguio with a nice fake, but wisely pulls up to live to fight another day.
And here he is. Here he is with the basketball. Baguio sets up a toss. Simpson, 17-footer.
They're scoring at will. That's a high-scoring ball game. 6:39, 22 points already for Alaska, 16 for Talking Tex.
6.5 remaining in the opening quarter. And here's Dillinger against the Vance. And here's Castro. He made a basket earlier. Goes in and missed it. Slightly bothered there by Joe Vance.
Well, second time he's been blocked already here in the first quarter.
Here's Simpson. Simpson against Daniels.
Another foul, this time called against Ranidel de Ocampo. Remember, Ranidel got into foul trouble last year. He picked up his fourth and eventually his fifth. And that was very big for Talking Tex here to sit down on the bench. Good hustle there by Castro, resulting in a loose ball foul by Cyrus Baguio. You can see that the way Alaska is passing, it's like nonchalant, no? The way they're passing to each other. And sometimes, parang yung intensity is not there, but they're finding their spots. This was one of the few na naagawan at anticipate ng Talking Tex.
Castro against Baguio. Nagpas karate na tayo in the opening quarter. Dillinger attacks. Dillinger still has the ball. Handoff, De Ocampo. De Ocampo against the Vance. Shot clock down to 4. And De Ocampo shoots under duress.
Well, ang ganda nun kasi nag-switch off. Pero yung nag-switch off, malaki rin eh. Si Defense pa rin. Another 6'6 player. No?
Here's the Vance. Fakes. And was caught dancing to the wrong song by referee Art Herrera, who happens to be our Chief Justice today. 5:29 remaining in the opening quarter. Ryan Reyes is checking in. Para sa Talking Tex for Jimmy Alapag. In the meantime, let's go back to Cheska.
The Alaska Aces may have come off a Game 5 from the quarterfinal series against the Barangay Ginebra Kings, but that did not stop them from taking Game 1 of the semifinals from the Talking Tex Tropang Texters. And now, Coach Luigi talked to me before the game, and he did say that Coach Tim knows that Talking Tex will come out with more energy, and they will fight back after their loss in Game 1. But the Aces just have to remember how they were down 2-0 versus Ginebra, and they have to keep going with that momentum, because they have to answer the question if that was a fluke or if that is really what they do as a team, because this is now the time for them to prove that. Miko and Andy?
Yeah, that's very good, huh? There is 4 3-point shots. If he shoots like that, they're not going to be beaten. I mean, this guy just blowing it up there, and 12 points already in this ball game, with 4 3-point shot conversions.
Apparently, there was something he also had in his bag. Torrid 3-point shooting.
Hindi lang niya kinukwento sa
Hindi
atin.
lang, siyempre, makikita ng kalaban.
Parang gusto mo pahiram sa amin ni Miko yung 3-point shooting.